favorite afternoon program, Focus on Education. And today with me in the studio, I have, let me say, a fine gentleman, goes by the name Mr. Joseph Kosia. Mr. Joseph Kosia is the Vice Chairman for Conference of Principals of Secondary School. Say hello to family.
Hello from VR and listener.
Okay, so before we dive into the topic, we want to know more about who is Mr. Joseph Kosia.
Joseph Kosia is just a simple one.
Okay.
Educationist, currently principal John F. Kennedy International Academy, and he attended St. John's Secondary School.
Okay.
I attended just one school, not two.
The smarter ones.
Yeah.
So, how long have you occupied the capacity of Vice Chairman for Conference of Principals?
3 years now. I've been there for 3 years. And before this year, we are going to do another election.
Okay. So the Conference of Principals of Secondary School, this body, what does it represent?
Well, we represent the principals of all schools, both private, government, and government-assisted schools.
Okay.
We are there as a liaison between the body and the Ministry of Education, WAEC, anything that has to do with education.
So, if you're just joining us, this is Women's Online TV, and the program you are watching is Focus on Education, that is coming to you every Monday at 4 p.m. And our topic of our conversation today is excellence or quality. Where should the education system place their priorities? And with me in the studio, I have Mr. Joseph Kosia. He is the Vice Chairman of Conference of Principals for all secondary school. So we are diving into the topic proper now.
Okay.
So I actually want to know from your side, what does access to education means in practical terms?
Well, access in education simply means that education should be at the doorstep of each and every one. And it is also supposed to be wherein you walk in, regardless of race, background, whether poor or rich. When you have access to education, you go there. Although the government has made a free quality education, and we have also compulsory education for the primary school unto JSS 3. Those who are in that category, government cater for all of them, especially in terms of examination fee. The government pay examination fee for Becare, for national primary school exam, whether you are in government school, private school, government assisted, government will pay for you.
But there are some schools who are actually taking fees for, say, they actually say these fees is for WAS fees, Becare fees. So what will you say about that?
I do not tell you about WAS fee. I said government pay examination fee for Becare.
But there are some schools who actually take fees also from students.
No, they are not supposed to take fees from students for Becare and national primary school exam. Whether you are in government school, private schools, government pays for all those people. I'm telling you about.
So, in your own terms, how do you define quality education?
The word quality varies in respect to the angle you look at it. maybe what you might call quality cannot be quality to me.
That's so in your own opinion,
so
how do you define quality education?
Quality education, I believe, is a type of education wherein all those who go through the corridor of education are able to read and write and replicate whatever they went through. And mind you, quality will also go with manners. If your manners is not good, the quality will not enter you. Right? And quality also do not depend on the type of schools you are going. The quality here will have to depend on the administrative cadre in the school. Here now I'm referring to teaching staff, the auxiliary staff, principals. They should be able to impact quality in you. And it cannot just be cognitive aspects. Where you go, you come and pass and forget about it. No. The quality goes beyond that. You see?
So if we're talking about free quality education, how do you define that one?
The government says they are giving free quality education, but there are so many parameters involved in it.
So what are those parameters that are involved?
The teachers, the learning environment, the things that will aid the learners to learn. Because if we just talk about quality, we forget about those who are supposed to impact this quality, then it will become what should I say now? It becomes something we just talk about, then it becomes a talk show. So if we want the quality actually to go down where we want it to go, the teachers should be taking good care of them.
Okay.
Subsequently, we also should not forget the parents at home. Because kids go home these days, you go there immediately in front of television, they don't study. They believe that tomorrow I will go to school here, I'll come and pass. Come and pass there is not quality.
That's right.
It's something that you can read, retain it, reproduce it, and help others to go through it. Then when that happens, then you'll be able to achieve the quality. On that, I'm afraid.
Is it possible to expand access without compromising the quality?
Access is a whole ball game. Like I will tell you for free now, in Sierra Leone here, we have a lot of access now to education. Because in our old days, you have only for Bay College and Jala. Okay? Then you have these teachers training colleges, like Miti Magai, Freetown Teachers College. There was one both Teachers College. There was also another one at I've forgotten this village. Maybe if I remember, I will bring it up. But then, now, if you go to all the district headquarter towns now, there are universities there, which means that there are access to them. Now they have taken these places to their doorstep. Okay? What remains now is how you can enforce this access to become reality. And how we can also change this access now to excellent learning places. There the play comes in, the teachers, the lecturers, and the type of PPS who will produce. You see? You see, of late you will see that you produce graduate who cannot even write an application letter.
So who are to blame?
Who are to blame? All of us are to be blamed.
Why all of us?
Simple. I did not just jump from the crowd and find myself here. Right? The first teachers is the parents at home. What are they doing? We shift all the blames down to the teachers. Right? In our own days, I was staying with my grandmother. She had never been to school. But she will check my book. I know whether I'm going to school, whether I'm taking notes or not. I never knew she was using a mechanism to check the book. She will turn the page and find out that she has a small dot of palm oil in her hand. Where that note stopped, she put it there. I never knew. So the next time she called for my book, if I go there and she find out that where she stopped, she put that dot, I go right beyond that one. She will ask me, for when I begin, will I not take notes again? So you see, so therefore, the parents, I will not leave them out. If you have a very good parenting, right, you have a very good pupils, and subsequently, the things will go on well. And when we are in college also, this come down to our lecturers, right? I never remember at Magai, IPAM, Kobe College, where I was given assignments in a booklet that I have to pay for to return it. If I don't buy that booklet, the lecturer will not accept my assignment. I never went through that one. But we had such type of education now. And that's why we also, when these things are manufactured from the colleges, these teachers come back to school, they replicate it to the kids. Give assignments, and that assignment has to be returned. I mean, there are some people who will not even write the assignment, but because their own return is huge, they will even beat you who did the assignment. So, in that light, if we actually want things to work well, the monetary system has to be very good. I remember when we were going to school, we had inspectors who do go to school. But later what we have is brand envelope inspectors. They will go to the school, they don't even check register, they don't even check the classes, straight to the principal's office. From there, they go back. So that also is lacking. That's why I said, all of us, the blame do not just lie on one area. When we are going to school, we only have Ministry of Education. Now, they have expanded the monetary system in such a way that which would have enforced education, not just quality, but a very excellent ones. Now we have Teachers Service Commission, right? You have Ministry of Education. You have free quality, quants, monetaries. All these people are now there. Before then, we have only the Ministry of Education. But those people who were there, they were committed to the job. And they were doing it well. That was the reason why Sierra Leone was referred to as an anthem of Africa. Because you have people coming all over the country to just make sure that that's their fruit at college. But now, we have all that glory, but it has gone down the drain. Why? Because we cannot maintain it. You see? Those who are coming here to achieve their education, now they are far off better than us.
We are even going to go there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Because somebody is far better than you, you definitely want to go. Yeah. So you see? So there our problem lies. And if we want things really to work well, we should forget about this lip service. We forget about it completely. Because if not, that we'll be wasting our time. Really wasting our time. You see? So, the government has its own part. We, the parents, have our own part. We, the teachers, have our own part. The lecturers have their own part. And we have purification of schools now. And most of these schools, you go there, it's only a choice to make money. Seriously. I tell you for free, at times when we go to monitor schools, you will see a building. At times they say this is a school. It's not even fit to be a dwelling place. So what type of education are you expecting there? So you see?
So you make mention of just now saying that the parents also have to be blamed.
Yes.
But in my own opinion, I would say the bad manner will corrupt the good ones. Even if the parents actually pays good attention to the child, monitors, he or she monitors what the child is going through, so and fro from school. But if the teachers are the one corrupting their mind, do you think
I don't know, maybe the type of school I attended. Right? The homes I grew up from, right? You go to school, your parents do go there to check on notice to you, right? But this is, I've been principal from 2016 to date. You hardly see parents walk into that school to really go and say, hey, I want to come and check James' book or James' work. I want to see James' form teacher. I want to see James' mathematics teacher. James is not doing well at school. Those parents don't have time. You send for them, they will not come. They will only dug their foot into that school. Maybe a teacher caned their child and a mark remained on the hand. That parent whom you have been asking to come, who have been so busy, even very busy than the president, who have not been having chance to come, we now see him first thing in the morning in the office. You see? So that's why I'm telling the parents. And if these parents are showing that they care for these kids, they are going there. If even that teacher wants to be letter G, that school want to be letter G, because of this frequent visit of the parents, they will change. They will definitely change my God. But just sit here at home. In fact, some parents are using the schools as daycare. Seriously.
Pick up the child off.
Yeah,
After an hour, you
collect. You see?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying the parents also have their own side of it. I don't know.
So, between access and quality, which one should come first in developing a county?
Both of them will work together. Because if you say quality, right, and you don't have access to the education, where does the quality come from? So that's why I said they work side by side. You will not lay more emphasis on one side and forget about the other side. Right? You can really not do that one.
So there's no one will go before another.
No.
Work together.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. I started by telling you that before then, you have only Fobe College and Jala. That we are university, although you have teachers training colleges. Now, every district headquarters town in Sierra Leone have a university. Right?
Yeah.
So that means the access is there now. So what remains now is equality. That's what remains. But then, you have another school of thought who will tell you that the access is there, the quality now we have to pay for it. We have to pay for the quality. We have our lecturers coming roaming there, our teachers coming roaming there, and all the rest of it. So, again, it's a dicey situation.
So, how do you think a limited access to education can affect national progress?
A country where education is doomed, that country is doomed.
For sure.
I'm telling you for free. It's doomed. Before then, you hear our politicians will come and play on our mind. More on our things. Right? And because the education is not there, you don't even bother to ask, what would they go to now the treat? It was like just like during the Rebel War. Then they come.
They're
not beginning on. You don't know that in the car. Right?
Yeah.
So when the education is not there, that's the problem we are having with Sierra Leone right now. And the other thing also, they brought, in 1996, they brought a very good education system, a late numerous maths, D6334. And I think that was the NPRC era. If you are not born at that time, so don't look at me. Just listen. It was a very good program. Okay. Right? And along the line, we are to train this middleman power, the tech book, right? And we kill that one naturally. Why? Because all of us want to go for the white collar job. So we created a vacuum. And that vacuum is there. And that vacuum is still telling on us. Go to the mines. These tractor drivers and all the rest of it, they are all foreigners. They bring there as expatriates. So if we have actually nurtured that textbook aspect, I tell you for free, my sister, we would have got little or less young boys in the street shouting, "Hey, Brian, your body here." Seriously.
Yeah, sure.
I tell you for free, there are some of them who have learned this trade, mechanic, carpentry, and all the rest of it. But they cannot suit into these companies because the companies ask, they do not employ you on experience. They want paper.
An experience.
No, they want first of all the paper. They were advertised now for people to, I want a mechanic, a driver mechanic. If I advertise that one, you can drive well, you can drive anything, you go there with the driving license, I've seen that one, I say yes. But what's the qualification that can back this? It's not there. If you think you can drive with your teeth, I will not employ you. You see? But I see my guy has started working on it. I hope they will take it seriously. If you're now a carpenter and all the rest of it, they bring in this adult education, you are there, you read and write, and after 2 or 3 years they give you a certificate. So now you have a paper. So you are not just qualified by experience, now you are qualified also by paper.
You have something that's backing you.
Yes. You see? I'm sure even you seated here, you do not just jump from the sky and reach here.
No.
There are so many people who can sit down and interview people.
Yeah.
There are so many people who can talk to people. If they do not have. So can you employ such? It's not enough matter. Like this morning I was listening to a program on 98. Mohamed Kalon and the FA. Right? Mohamed Kalon, because he was out of contract, did not go and renew his license. FA employed him and they find out that that's the situation. They advised him, okay, go and renew your license. And what he did, he enrolled to renew the license, because the license is to be renewed every 3 years. He did not just sit quietly, he already have the job now. He went on his Facebook and said, I'm doing my license this. So the FA take offense of that. You see, it's okay. I wanted to play down this thing. You go and do it, you just submit it. You are through with it. Even though he has won the first one, and he has played about how many games, he has won how many, draw how many, which is a very good record. But they are not looking at that record now. It's the paper. You see? This paper qualification. I can drive home. There's something wrong with my car now. I have to find this garage, but come and do it.
Yeah.
But at times you don't expect them. Why? Because they don't get paper.
It's up to them,
Yeah, you see?
So if you are just joining us, this is Romance Online TV, and the program you are watching is focused on education. And the topic of our discussion today is access or excellence. Where should education system place their priorities? And you can also join this conversation by sending in your comments. We are streaming live on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. We are streaming direct from our studio at Tengbetown. And with me in the studio today, I have Mr. Joseph Kosia, who is the Vice Chairman for Conference of Principals of Secondary School. So we're actually now going to the rural aspects, the rural side. Do rural areas suffer from lack of access and qualities also?
Yeah. To start with, because of decentralization, teachers don't want to go to the rural area, right? Because we just believe that whatever you want is in future. You come to future, you get it there. Out of future, some of us do not believe that we can get what we want. So you will see some teachers will go to the rural area. When it's time to give PIN code, they give them PIN code. Then after that, they take transfer to or to the bigger cities. So what happened? The school will be there with new teacher, untrained, unqualified. So the access now is there, but the quality will not be there. The quality will not be there. So they are really suffering.
So I guess there are teachers who are qualified, they have trained to go there. So why do you think all of a sudden, after they get what they want, they will take again transfer to come to future? Do you think that the teachers themselves are not having what they are expected to have? That is the reason they are taking transfer?
No, let me tell you. You have grades to pay teachers, okay? And at that grade level, you are all having the same salary, okay? The hard problem here is that, like for instance in Freetown, if you are not in Freetown, you call a lesson. You have kids going there, you have extra apart from your salary. You go to the provinces, to rural area, who are you going to call for lessons? You tell me. After school, everybody is running to go to the market to go and sell or to go to the farm and all the rest of it. So you will see now that you start looking at yourself, am I not wasting here? At least I was looking for pin code, now I have a pin code. Let me move to one of these cities. So what happened? That school now is dumped there.
So that this actually trying to tell us that there is no more passion in the teaching field. Because if there's passion, I myself have not seen a reason why somebody should take transfer from there to there. If there's actually passion, or they are just going there now to teaching because of the money, to the teaching field.
When we are going to school, I tell you for free that teaching profession was one of the professions that was readily available to give you job. But of late now, it's not like that. And during those days, teachers who were there, you have the trained and qualified, you have the trained, unqualified, you have unqualified and untrained. Those are the various categories we have in teaching. Now this time around, they are now saying that teachers should license. They have started taking the exam and all the rest of it. And some of them, we went to a meeting, they asked, okay, we went for this license, we have started the exam, we passed. So what the next step? So some of the teachers now are discouraged again to go and take this license exam. Because you are telling them now, I will promote you based on this, based on that. We are of the same age. You are my vice principal, I am the principal, the same age. Definitely we have to retire together. You understand? We go and take the exam, both of us pass. We come. What's the incentive? So we not give a room to others to go and take that license exam. Although now they are saying, TC is saying now that we are only employing our teachers that have taken the license exam. Okay? But the last time we were discussing, let them take this exam to the teachers training colleges. When you are taking your final exam, take the exam with it. So we'll be having qualified with 2 papers. Yeah. Other than they come, after you are finished there, you come back and all the rest of it. You have some people, before then, we are doing postgraduate diploma in education. That is those who will go to the college. And after that, you have no other thing to do. You have to go to the education field. You go and do 1 year at education department for the college. You do postgraduate diploma in education. You see? And Jala, they were already, it was part of their course. And those who went to Bagai teachers training colleges, they were already qualified to teach. You see? So if they want this exam to be like that, let them go back to these colleges. Final year, you take it with your exam. You see? So at the end of the day, when you finish, you don't come back and say, okay, I have to go again for a license. Although then the license also have an expiry date. After some time, you have to go and renew it. It's also a very good thing, but let them go, take it back to the colleges. You see? When they do that one, it will help them. And also, the rural areas we are talking about, if they can start seeing how they can give remote allowances to teachers to be there, just as something that will support them.
Or just give them a smiling face.
Yeah. You see, but the bare salary that one is there. Although if you are there, it can be advantageous to you. Because there are times you have the parents who will come, hey, we have some wood for you. That is so. But in Filter, we have to buy everything. But that one will not mind to come to Filter to buy everything. You see?
Actually, this has dragged my mind somewhere. So, how do economic factors influence both access and quality?
The economy?
Yeah.
As you are seated here now, let's assume that you are here coming as a volunteer. Every day, you are coming here as a volunteer. After work, no incentive is given to you as transport.
Volunteers now have stipend. So at least you have hope.
Well, you look at it, how the hope will be hopeful or hopeless. So you see the other aspect of it. There are times, like we have teachers in the school system, they call them volunteer teachers. They are there at the end of the month. Some school heads give them 200, some school heads will give them 500. They say they are helping them with transport, right? And at times even this 200 or the 500 is not forthcoming because subsidies are not yet paid. So that again demotivates
The passion.
Yeah. And I have seen also that time I was going to school, we don't have volunteer teachers. We are not having volunteer teachers.
I'm just playing now in my mind. I'll go back to just this.
It will be better you go back into your mother's school.
So actually, you guys as the leaders, we have to. You guys have to revisit the foundation, the one that you have, so we can have better education now.
You see, this will take me back to the curriculum department, right? Those in that department should now try to tailor courses, right? That will be economically viable. Mind you, to go to the university, you need 2 requirements. Do you know that? No, not the grades. Those grades can still take you to the university. Now let's assume that you want to go and do medicine. You need chemistry, biology, physics, maths, right?
Yeah.
English language, right? You have all those 5s. You have them. The grades are there. Okay? Now they tell you now you go for medicine, they tell you, okay, you should have to go to the mainstream of medicine, you should have 3 or better. Now you go, they say, oh, no, we cannot take you to do medicine unless you go and do pharmacies.
That's a departmental.
Yes, you don't qualify the departmental. Now you see so many of your colleagues coming down social work, right? These are the type of students, they go to the university, they have the university requirement, but the department they want to go, some of them want to go and do law.
You have to have A's.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of them want to go and do arts, right? Governance and all the rest of it. But you have the university requirement, but that departmental requirement is not there. So instead of coming back and say, okay, let me come and sit,
We take the exam.
take the exam again, and focus now on my area of studies. Mama me, I know they can't let go social work, complete studies. And you come down, you yourself are complete with yourself. The time we are having one, maybe that would have been viable. That study would have been necessary. But now we don't have one, we are not expecting one. So So why are you going to do peace and conflict study?
You make peace with your family members and so.
but if you don't have peace within yourself, why are you going to make peace with? So you see,
Yeah.
and the other thing also, the PPs, they don't have mentor. Yeah. You can be in an area or going to school or somewhere, you look at somebody, this person is this. You go closer to that person. Ask the person, now you're a journalist, I want to do journalism. I should come closer to you and ask you what it takes
To be a good journalist.
Yeah. You mentor me. So that at the end of the day, I will come out well. But we don't want to do that now with the youth.
Just want to fly once.
Yeah. You see? In fact, I don't say self they talk. You go down better than that. Put him or her there. He can't say anything.
But there's that sometimes the people, some of us are actually mentoring, are not even they're not even giving us ears or faces to talk to them. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, you are mentoring somebody, and that person do not give you ears, give you face.
Yeah, like let me just say,
yeah, not so.
Yeah.
They've been saying calling.
No.
So it's not you are trying to force the individual who do not even understand what you are trying to do. But if you come out voluntarily from you, now I want to be a journalist, I go to you. Can't I listen to you? Can't I work with you?
Yeah,
but if you are finding people now to mentor, they do not have passion for it. You'll be wasting your time. If they come to you, they will embrace it wholeheartedly. And they will take good care of it. But why you call it the art? You better. So you see the thing?
So what policies you think government should implement to improve both the access and the qualities to care?
Who are the governments?
The governments are the people who voted for.
No.
We are the government.
We are the governments. It's because we do not know our rights.
Okay.
Those people will give them contracts. That's why after every 5 years they will come back to us to renew the contract. If they were actually the government, they have all the powers. After 5 years they will not come back to us. So we are giving them the job. And we who are giving them the job, we do not know our position. We do not know what we should do to them. That's why they manipulate us. There are certain things normally happen in this country. You will find out that when election is coming closer, there you will see that tribalism is going to metamorphose. These are Mene, these are Creole, these are Timmy, these are Liva. Right? As it is now, when the dust is settled, do you hear that one? No, not so. So they believe that if I come, I want this position back, I set you against him, and I set him against me, nobody listening to anybody. Then when we start looking at the highest bidder, so what happened? They buy our votes. We who are supposed to be the landlord, we become the tenants. So that's why they are manipulating us. You sit in radio, or if you have two, invite one APTS MPP here, bring them here, bring a topical arm, bring in this boycott.
We're not doing politics here.
No, not that. I'm just giving you an example. They will even go as far as beating each other here. But when they get out of here, go and meet them in the bar or cafe shop. This buying for this, those who are fighting in your studio. So what happened? Those of us who are out there who are listening, me might not talk fight for me. But when behind this thing now, there's another thing you are seeing. You understand? So that's why I say government is us.
So how should us implement?
Right. We, the people, if you want a change, let them just say we want a change, but it has to be positive change. We want to turn around Sierra Leone. We want Sierra Leone to go back as Athens of Africa, West Africa, Africa as a whole. Let's first of all try to love ourselves. Because you can only give what you have.
Okay, you cannot give what you have.
You don't give what you. If you don't have love in you, you can't give out love. So we start with that one. And when we love ourselves, the next thing, we love Sierra Leone. And if you love Sierra Leone, you have things very good for Sierra Leone. Mawe, you know, and as you say, I'm Kosia the Kosia. Nothing. However good that man is, as far as you are concerned. Right? But if you love Sierra Leone, you don't necessarily remember anything bad for Sierra Leone. You should always be thinking of something good. So, if we want to change the narrative, let's start with ourselves first. We start to nurture love. Right? Now, when you talk about love, so many people misconstrue it. And I'm afraid that no. In fact, there was one curriculum which they removed from the education that I felt it. They introduced this family life education. FLE. That one was the one which was teaching kids about yourself. It teaches you everything about life in that young stage when coming up. So by the time you grow up, no man will come and foolish you and tell you something that before he or she open his mouth, you have already learned that from family life education. Serious. But that one again die a natural death. Serious. It's not a laughing matter. That's why you see our guys now, 6 years, by the time they are 8 years, they are already now mothers. You see? So, and again, when we go back there, this word love is not there. I cannot see a girl of my daughter's age. I go after him or her. I can't do that as a parent. But you can also have some school teachers, some will, not all of them, but some few ones are there who will go after the class. But you had to say, but the way I see dress, you know, but what has that dressing got to do with you? So really, we start with that one, love yourself. This man, you can only work with him well if you have a cordial working relationship and love flows there. For instance, when we came here, we are waiting for him. Also, what did you do? You call him. If there was any alcohol in there, I know they call her. More boss knows that the man don't drink her. In fact, when you even want to do the bad, and the boss they call. Hey, Mohammed don't carry okay too. And you have his number. But if love is there, because love is there, that's why I don't care what the one they can't deal with, you don't care self. They wait for me. That shows that there is love. That shows that they have a working relationship. So you can sit down here, you smile, you know. So if you want Sierra Leone to turn around, not not only the education system, we want everything to turn. Let's start with that one first. That 4-letter words. Right? When we have that one with ourselves, then we can extend it to others. But if I hate you guys, I hate you, Kosia. Western things have been brought to us. Don't beat your child. Right? You do this to your child, the child takes you to police. Police have right, this child right.
Yeah, you have a child.
Yes, this child right. Right? Even the Bible says it. If you spare the rod,
You spoil the child.
That's why it's biblical that God writes are not to bear you. Right? If we start from home, we all start to nurture love from home. Definitely, the kids will replicate it in school. It can start with few people, but it can spread like wildfire. Right? And to my colleagues, teachers there, just look at this environment that you grow up in. Even when you are at school, at colleges, what they did to you, please do same to the kids now you are bringing up. Because we need people to replace us. If you don't have better foundation, definitely when the wind blows, all will collapse. So it's our responsibility now to see how we can nurture them well. And to all of us, love is the key. With love, we can get anything and everything. I thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah.
So, we have come to an end of today's edition. And I want to say a big thank you to our producer, Boris Doman. I want to say a big thank you also to the technical team. And I want to say very, very big thank you to Chief Producer, Pastor Doman. So to another edition, that's Monday again. I want to say have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.